Greetings! It is I, Nerdyjojo, and I have once again arrived in this particular location. Hello, hello, hello. How is everything going today? I've seen somebody has been very busy in chat. Welcome, Ying. How's it going? Oh man. Oh man. Wait, this is a lot. Welcome. I see you've been busy. Yeah. Hi. Yeah. Nope. Today is very exciting. We're doing the Genshin account compliments. Woo! Genshin account compliments. We're gonna be very excited for the Genshin account compliments. We've had about 14 people already sign up. Hehe. It's 02 right now, but I'm glad to be here. PJKS ASMR, welcome to you as well. And of course, I suppose I should probably welcome Kale as well. How could I forget you being here? Welcome, Kale. I know we're all really excited, and I should probably not waste any time with this just by the simple fact that I have a feeling more people are going to sign up as the stream continues, and we're already at 8 or 14. We're already at 14 I was gonna say applications, but I don't think that's the right word to call them. Anyway, so here we are on the Akasha system. So this is kind of like the mandatory thing. This is my account. I'm just having this here while I have, you know, waiting to see whose accounts we have to deal with. I'm so sorry for not being on most of your lives. I have trash. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, Yang. No one ever can show up 100% for things. All that matters, what is important, is that I show up. Viewers, you guys can show up whenever you want. You could never show up if you want. I'd be lonely if you never showed up. But if it so suits your desire, you could never show up. Anyways, welcome Patricia. Welcome Who Superhero Fan. And welcome Galaxy Dragon. I will be looking at Akasha or Enka Network. I will be looking at the Akasha system since I think it's laid out a little nicer. If I happen to have an account that for whatever reason doesn't show up on the Akasha system, I will probably go over to Enka Network to see if we can find it there. After Enka Network, it's game over for that account, though. We're moving on. If it doesn't show up on Enka Network, we just assume that the account is never existed to begin with. It's hard to say, but that's what happens. Anyways, so you guys can look at my fancy sing show while I grab the link for, or the first character, the first person's UID. This is Bailaron. I hope I pronounced that right. And they want us to look at their Chaska. Okay, well, I guess I need to back out of here. Back out of there. Enter. We paste their UID in there. There we go. Bailaron. And they want me to look at their Chaska. Okay, let's see what we're working with this Chaska. Ooh. Ooh, that's a lot of attack on a Chaska. Uh-huh. Yes. 71 over 218. That's a very nice looking. Energy recharge. It seems a little light, but honestly, Chaska probably doesn't really rely on her burst that much, so this is probably fine. Her burst is kind of more of a nice to have than a than a mandatory for her, at least. If I understand correctly, I don't actually. Is this Kale? I'm assuming it's Kale, but I cannot prove nor deny. But yes, this is a pretty good Chaska so far. Sans, I mean, Goblet, kind of juicy. Pretty juicy. It's got a little bit of crit. It's got a lot of other crit damage. Very good. This flower's nice. Does Chaska only... Yeah, Chaska only wants attack, doesn't she? She only really cares about attack unless you're going to focus on one very specific element. So actually, yeah, attack Goblet does make sense. A little bit of crit rate, a little bit of crit damage, a little bit of energy. The Goblet is the only place that has any energy recharge on this build, but that's not a bad thing. We got a little more attack and some crits. Why did you start early? I mean, it was, according to my time, it was only 2 minutes. It was only 2 minutes early, according to my time. If you are insulted by this, I am very, very sorry. Oh geez. If you're very sad about this, one very specific element is honestly a bad choice. I don't know, I was watching a Chaska guide a couple days ago, and they're like, unless you're focusing on one element, you need to, you only need, you don't need the elemental goblet. I was just confused for a second, and I was like, does she want an elemental goblet? But no, I remember that she didn't. Generally, unless you're going for a specific element, like I said. Chaska gets more damage when she's on a rainbow team, yeah. That's also what the guide said. So, full attack. She has a lot of attack, yes. Feather, also. Feather has a lot of HP on it, but you know what? That's fair. Can't stop everything from rolling badly. Hello, Ace. Hi, yes, this is my Chaska. Your Chaska is very nice. You have a good Chaska. This is a quality Chaska. Hello, Ace. You don't need to bark. You don't need to do the bork. You can find a place to lay down if you want. And relax. You have a good Chaska. Quality Chaska. We love to see it. I don't usually start stream. Don't you usually yes, I do, but that was 3 minutes. It was like 2 minutes. Unless... Yeah. Oh! Oh, jeez. It's not. You know what? You know what I just realized? So I looked at the, my clock on my computer. And the thing about my computer is that for whatever reason, it's always like 10 minutes fast. I don't understand why it's always 10 minutes fast, but it is always 10 minutes fast. That's what happened. Because I looked at the one there and not... I looked at the one on my computer, which is fast, and not the one on my phone, which is right. Yeah, you're right. I did start really early. I'm sorry. I just realized this was way earlier than normal. Anyways, this was a good Chaska. And I think all your other characters are good. You didn't ask me to look at any of them. I do like Yoimiya. I'm taking a look at your beautiful Yoimiya. Oh, beautiful Yoimiya. Quality Yoimiya. Rust, good. Beautiful stats. Okay, well, crit damage could be better, but that's okay. That's okay. It can be hard to get the stats sometimes. Beautiful Yoimiya. Lovely Chaska. We love to see it. We love to see it. You got interrupted while baking my cake. Oh, sorry. I realize. This is why I can't look at, or why I can't do nice things because, or good things because, or have nice things. This is why I can't have nice things because I forget to do things. Anyways, I don't want to spend too long on any given person, so thank you, Belleron. Thank you, Kale, for showing me your Chaska. And even though I looked at your Yoimiya, I hope you're not too mad at me. I hope you're not mad at me for looking at your Yoimiya. I just get a little nosy, that's all. We're copying the next UID now. Okay. Who is next? Paste. I should probably... Oh, it's Patricia. Okay. Well, if it isn't Patricia in the EU, let's see what we're working with here. Xinyan and Emily. Now, Patricia, those of you who have been here a lot probably know that Patricia here is a little bit of a rare main. She is a Xinyan main, which is kind of a little bit rare. It's a bit of a rare main, but it is certainly her main. And you can tell that it is her main because we got the triple crown. We got the triple crown and max constellations on Xinyan. Not only that, but we have the red horn stone Thrasher. Beautiful Xinyan. Look at those juicy crit stats. Juicy crit stats. Just a little bit of energy recharge. And a whole heap and load of physical damage bonus. This is a pretty crazy Xinyan. If Xinyan had a leaderboard, I think this would be up there. But Xinyan does not have a leaderboard. As we had mentioned, she's a bit of a rare main. She's a bit of a rare main, but there she is. This better than all my characters combined. Your characters are going to be lovely, I'm sure of it. So do not panic. Do not panic, my friend. Your characters will be lovely. And this is lovely, beautiful, absolutely fantastic. You can tell when somebody truly loves their main. And you can tell that they truly love their main. Oh, I guess we'll just look at these stats real quick, or this. So crit damage main stat, a whole bunch of this. A little bit of HP and a little bit of ER. Well, a fair bit of HP on the circlet. She doesn't need HP, but you know what? It's there. Not much you can do about that. A little bit of defense. Or a lot of defense, I should probably say. And some crit rate and crit damage. Good stuff, good stuff. And these ones are really high quality. Like this. This one has really high roll value. Not really high crit value, but that's okay. But look at those. Look at those. Quality stuff, guys. Quality stuff. Okay, who was... I know there was another one that you wanted me to look at. Emily, okay. Looking at her lord and beautifulness, Miss Emily, Queen of Glasses, Queen of Dendro and Glasses. Let's see what we're looking at. What are we looking at with Emily? This is a pretty good Emily. This is a pretty good Emily. Not triple crowned, of course, because Emily... I mean... There's probably people who are on field normal attacking with her, but they're probably the people who either have her C6, which provides Dendro infusion, or they just really like to look at Emily. Or I suppose alternate solution, C6 Bennett. She can burn her own Dendro. She can do it all. C6 Bennett with the C6 Penny. But honestly, not a bad Emily at all. Over 2,000 attack. That is a lot of attack. That is a lot of attack. Quality attack. Look at... I want to pull your attention to this circlet. I'll push it up a little bit higher so we can see it beyond the chat. But I want to turn your attention to this circlet. Almost as much crit damage as crit rate. We've seen a couple circlets like this on compliments in the past, but man, imagine the luck you had to have gotten to get that. That's a lot of crit damage. My Emily is a main DPS with C0, and she does about 10k normal attacks on a good day, but we just 10k. I suppose I have insulted an Emily enjoyer. I too am an Emily enjoyer. I think she's beautiful. I did not realize her normal attacks were so so busted. But yeah, no, this is also a very, very beautiful Emily. She has the same weapon as my Emily. Dendro damage bonus, of course, attack on the Zarklet. This Emily actually has the right set. My Emily does not have the right set. Circlet of my dreams. Yeah. One can only dream to be able to get a crit rate circlet that almost has as much crit damage. We've had somebody who had like 30 crit damage on a crit rate circlet in the past. It's Crimson Rich of Flames. I don't remember what account it was on, but that was a pretty insane circlet. Or maybe it was a Gladiator circlet. I don't remember, but we had one where it was like 31 crit rate and then 30 crit damage on it. Oh, wait, I remember. It was on a tank fay, I think. I think somebody had that on their tank fay. I think somebody had that on their tank fay. If I remember correctly. Or it was a tank fay turned into a non-tank fay. Anyways, thank you so much for sharing your builds, Patricia. Thank you, thank you. These were some good quality characters. You can certainly tell that you love your Xinyan more than anything in this world. Your Xinyan is beautiful. Your Emily is beautiful. They're wonderful. Thank you for sharing. Thank you so much for sharing. Dun, 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 dun. Who's next? The numbers are slowly going up. Every time I look at the form, it's slowly going up. I can't necessarily complain, though. I actually do really love doing these. And I don't have to necessarily worry about time at all today, because I have tomorrow off, which is so exciting. I have tomorrow off. I don't have to go into work. Maybe I should have read the name. I mean, that's exactly the name that's on there. Akira! Okay, who do you want us to look at? Farina and Faruzan. And you can't see it, but they have the, they have a little face, but it has the, what's it called? I'm looking at my keyboard right now to tell you what key it is on. It's on the period key, the little, it's like a little mischievous face. They put a little mischievous face beside Faruzan, so I think we're in for some Faruzan shenanigans here. At least I'm kind of hoping that's what we're in for. Okay, but they want me to look at Farina first, so let's look at this Farina. Top 26% Farina. Ooh la la. Signature weapon. 6, 8, and 6. Not bad, not bad. You said something about Faruzan? Yeah. I'm kind of hoping that this Faruzan build is going to have some shenanigans going on somewhere. My Farina is a little bit of this and a little bit of that build. I mean, I think it looks really good. I think it... Well, if this is your Farina, if it's someone else's Farina, it looks pretty good. I think it looks... I think it looks pretty good. She's got plenty of ER, which is what you want on your Farina. She's got her C1, which is the really good one. The C1 is... or one of the really good ones. Because it will gain extra fanfare stacks, so you get even more damage. Woohoo. This isn't my Farina. Okay, well, I'm sure your Farina is also going to look really good. Is my Farina funny enough? She is lovely. I don't see anything particularly funny about her. But beautiful, beautiful. 686. Unless that's supposed to be some kind of code. But Faruzan isn't yours. She's stolen. Stolen? Faruzan was stolen? How did that happen? Planning to get C2 in the future. Yeah, that should be exciting. That should be exciting. I'm too poor for weapons and cons. Aren't we all? Aren't we all? But yeah, no, I think this is a pretty good looking Farina. You got lots of crit rate. You got a lot of crit damage. We got good energy recharge on her. Of course, the circlet has some crit rate, energy recharge, and oh geez, what's it called? HP. A lot of HP on that, which you want on your Farina. Beautiful Hydro Goblet HP. Or not HP. Elemental Mastery, a little HP. Crit damage. Good stuff, good stuff. We got double crit on here. And looks like, I'm assuming you managed to avoid both of these guys on this. Which is very nice. HP Sans avoided all the things that you don't want. Feather? Feather could have rolled a little bit better. Like, I don't think your Farina needed the Elemental Mastery. But who really cares? Because, you know, otherwise it's a beautiful build. It's a beautiful Farina build. Absolutely lovely. It is, it is. It's very good. It's a very, very good build. Quality Farina. Okay, next up was Farazan, Madame Farazan. Okay, what are we looking at with the Madame Farazan? Absolutely no talent level to... Ah, yes. This is gonna be the Farazan shenanigans that I was expecting. A beautiful 20 out of 40. Now everyone knows you gotta keep your Farazan 20 out of 40. That is peak Farazan level, you guys should know. Peak Farazan level. You don't want her to get any higher than that, or stuff's not gonna go right. Peak Farazan levels. And of course, Stringless at level 1, where it is at, in fact, at its most meta when it's at level 1. R1 level 1 Stringless is the most meta weapon on your level 20 out of 40 Farazan. Absolutely. And of course, these crit stats, absolutely exceptional crit stats. Magnifique. I say magnifique. Healing bonus. Very good. Electro damage bonus. Absolutely. We got 2 Maiden's Beloved for the healing because your Farazan does a lot of healing at level 40 out of 20. And then a Varakasha's Glow for extra HP. And these artifacts, these are some juicy artifacts. These are some juicy artifacts, guys. Very juicy. I don't think I've ever seen a better Farazan build. Beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Stunning Farazan. This is the most meta Farazan I have ever seen. Yeah, too strong. Too strong. I think someone needs to debuff this Farazan. Oh my, that Farazan do be looking top 1%. It does. Hi, Risu. Welcome, welcome. She does 1,000,000 damage every day. Trust. I do. Like, this Farazan is scary. I do not want... You know, if I were to be walking in the middle of a dark alley, this is the last Farazan that I would want to see. I wouldn't survive that. I wouldn't survive that, guys. Beautiful Farazan. Beautiful, beautiful Farina. We love it. We love to see. We love to see these beautiful, wonderful, lovely Farazans and Farinas. We love it. Thank you so much for sharing, Akari. Or Akira. Sorry, not Akari. Akira. Thank you for showing me your beautiful Farazan and Farina. I could not happen or cannot help to imagine how much work it must have taken to build such beautiful characters. Anyway, so this count belongs to Blue Dev. Now, people who have been here before might actually remember this name, because they've tried to be here before, but they forgot to turn on their, they forgot to turn on their account, so I couldn't see it. But they're like, yes, it's me again, Kanish and Varessa again, because last time I forgot to unprivate my builds. That is what they asked for. I don't think it was Kanish and Varessa, because Kanish and Varessa are a little too new for the, or at least Varessa is a little too new for the last time. I don't remember if Kanish was probably out. Just came out. Just came out when we did the last one. Or when I did the last one. I just realized it's 80 out of 80 Fufu signature. Is it? On the Farina? I didn't realize that. My Farmazon deals big number damage. I believe it. I believe it. That. Farina greater than Farmazon greater than Farina. Okay, anyways. To the Kanish build. Let's see what we're working at. They want me Varessa and Kanish. I should look at... Varessa's on top, so I'll look at Varessa first. Even though Kanish was the first one in the list. Okay, let's see what we're looking at. Varessa from Blue Dev. We got Lost Prayer or Prayers to the Sacred Winds. That's a good weapon. I use that on my Ningguang. It's so much fun. It's a lovely build. Crit rate is 92. This Varessa misses once in a lifetime. Crit damage is 172. Very good, very good. And then we got energy recharge, 111. And then electro damage bonus is 46%. Top 19% Varessa. Top 19%. Very, very nice Varessa build, of course. 90 out of 90, lots of damage. Normal attack is big damage, skill, and then burst. All doing pretty good. I feel like the skill could get a little more, but I don't know how much damage she actually gets from her skill, so this might be about right. But either way, very, very beautiful. Artifacts are looking pretty solid. Long Night's Oath. I don't actually know what this does. Plunge attack by 25%. Okay, yeah. After equipped character plunges attacks, charge attacks, elemental skill hits an opponent, they will gain 1, 2 stacks of Radiance Everlasting. Plunging attacks, charge attacks, and or elemental skills can trigger this once every 1 second. Radiance Everlasting. Plunge attack deals 15 increased damage for 6 seconds, max 5 stacks. Each stack duration is counted independently. Yeah. Now this is good quality Varessa. We love to see it. We love to see it. Not bad. Honestly, Circlet could have been better, but there's only so much you can do. Sometimes you just gotta pick your battles. It's not bad though. It's not bad, not at all. Electro damage bonus. Look at all that crit damage. 20 crit damage, and then half of that in crit rate, so no complaints there. Beautiful. I hope my Kasha is updated. If you want to make sure that it's updated, you can... I'll give you a little tutorial. If there's anybody in chat right now who's worried about their not updating, there is this little button and that should refresh it. That should refresh it, no problem. Okay. There we go. Hello, Bluebird. Welcome, welcome. I see you. Is there anyone else that I missed saying hello to? 1TZ, Lori, of course. Hello. I said hi to Rizu. I don't think GH, welcome, welcome. How's it going? I did say hi to Superhero Fan. I'm just looking to see if there's anyone else that I didn't say hello to. That feather's not, or not, yeah, the feather's not bad. Look at all that crit damage and just a little bit of crit rate. It's beautiful, beautiful. For a second, I was looking here and I was like, there's not any super insane crit rate on here. How did we get to 92? Then I remember this has crit rate main substat. Honestly, beautiful Veressa. This is a quality Veressa, guys. Quality Veressa. We love to see it. We love to see it. Beautiful, wonderful, fabulous. And now let's take a look at the Kniche. Okay, what are we looking at with the Kniche? Earthshaker, of course. 27 over 212. Which you might seem thinks a little weird, but Obsidian Codex will help solve that issue a little bit. Because it gives us extra crit rate. Increased by 40 for 6 seconds. So he's not working with 27. He's working with 67. That could still be a little bit better, but that's not bad. That's not a bad amount of crit rate. No. Not at all. It's my big back emergency table. Wait, what? It's my big back emergency table. I must miss... I must have missed it. Jealous Veressa mains noises. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'm sure your Veressa is also lovely. 127 of that. Honestly, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Artifacts, they're pretty good. They're pretty good. It's a pretty good Kniche build. It's a pretty good Kniche build. Dendro damage bonus. A lot of defense on that. That is a bit of a shame, but you can't win them all. Can't win them all. But lots of crit damage over here. And a little bit of EM. I don't know what else to say with it. It would have been really nice to see this get more crit rate on it. But there's only so much you can ask for. This is a quality Kniche. This is a quality Kniche, guys. Don't worry. Jojo us like level 50. What? Well, my Kniche doesn't even exist. I lost my 50. Sad. Your nose always sounds kind of stuffy. Me? My nose sounds stuffy? I sound stuffy? Or maybe I just have an awful voice. Have we ever considered that? Because I can actually breathe very clearly right now. I'm not that stuffy. I'm not that stuffy. I just have an awful voice, guys. That's what I get for talking too much. You get a bad voice. But yeah, no, it's good. It's good Kniche. Quality Kniche, guys. Quality. High quality Kniche. We love to see it. We love to see it. High quality Veressa as well. Ooh, that's close to mine. He's like... He has like one artifact. One whole artifact. Man, somebody needs to stop these people. They're getting too powerful. One whole artifact on your Kniche? That's insane. That's insane. He's been kind of scary. Cherry, I don't know how to pronounce that, but welcome, welcome. My friend is mad at me because of my build on Yay. Hopefully you'll get lucky to be picked. I'm going through everyone so far. As long as we don't end up with like 3,000 responses, I'd be going through everyone. Actually, it's probably a little less than 3,000 where I have to start running it as a lottery system. But currently, as things stand now, I'm getting through everyone. I'm planning on getting through everyone. March around, welcome, welcome, of course. Hey, Jojo, do you have water? Are you drinking water? I do have water. I will drink water right now. There we go. I drank water. Does my voice sound any more melodic to you? I love your voice. I might sound weird, but I don't know. It's okay. I do actually get a lot of people who say they like my voice. At least on the internet. Most people think I'm annoying in real life, but on the internet, they're like, oh, wow, you have such a lovely voice. And I'm like, thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Well, yeah, if your name is... Yeah, you do have to sign up with the application. I probably should have added that. There is a form. It should be linked either in my bio and down below this stream, a Google form that you can fill out with your UID and your name and maximum of 2 characters that you want me to look at. And while I talk about that, I should probably move on to the next person because we got 18 responses and I don't want to be here all night, but I also want to get through everyone. So who's next? Cassiopeia. Or Cassiopeia? Something along the lines of Cassiopeia. Lovely, lovely. Oh, geez, I closed the thing that I did not want to close. Anyways, thank you so much, Blue Dev, for showing us your builds. I so very much appreciate it. Next up, we're moving on to Cassiopeia. I think we've seen their builds before. I think there's a lot of repeats here, but I don't care because over time the builds might change, and I don't remember what I looked at last time anyway, so... Okay, Raiden and Furina. They want us to look at Raiden and Furina. Okay, Doki. Let's go. Let's go. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Furina is first. Let's see what we're looking at. This looks like a pretty top 14% Furina. Already off to a pretty good start. Oh, she is fluent. Just can't read. I think she's dyslexic. You didn't have to call me out like that. You're right. I can't, though. I struggle a lot with things, you know. I am fluent. I've been speaking English all of my life, you know. Holy ER. 200%. That's about where my Furina sits, though. So I don't think that's too much ER on your Furina. If you want to guarantee that she's, you know, getting her burst, I feel like that's a perfectly reasonable amount of ER to have on her. Crit rate, 94%. Crit damage, 140. So this Furina is also going to be generating a lot of energy as well. Okay, let's see what we're working with. For the artifacts, beautiful. Another 20% on the, what's it called? The crit damage on the crit rate circlet. Whoops, I hit send before I was done typing. Okay, as long as it's mostly there, when we get to your name, you can just tell me, like, any other information that you need or something. Or you can just send it in again, I guess. But then again, I might look at it twice, so maybe that's not a good idea. I like food. I like food too. I agree. Food is great. You know, I just had dinner before stream. It was good. It's good. We had macaroni with hot dogs in it. Very childish, but I don't care because my tummy is full now. Anyways, this goblet, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. HP goblet, not bad at all. Sands, also HP. Look at those. Completely avoided defense. Beautiful. That's what we like to see. That's what we like to see. Another one, also avoiding defense. Beautiful. Love to see it. It isn't too hard, but my artifacts hate me. Yeah, artifacts do be like that sometimes. And then another one. We actually did end up with some defense here, but you know what? That's fine. A little bit defense. A little bit of defense on one artifact isn't going to kill your build. It's still a beautiful build either way. Look at all that crit damage. Look at all that juicy crit damage, guys. That's a pretty good quality Farina. That's a quality Farina, guys. Absolutely magnifique Farina. Magnificent. Okay. And next up, we want to look at the Raiden Shogun, who's rocking the catch. That's a really good weapon on her. That's a really good weapon on your Raiden Shogun. Level 90 out of 90. R5 catch. See, I have the catch as well. But I have not been ambitious enough to go get R5 of it. I just have the first one. I just have the first one. Also, C3 Raiden. I'm not sure, but it just might be a Raiden main. Who's in the picture? Farina's in the picture. It might be, perhaps. Taser team. Interesting. 878 over 130. 236 energy recharge. But that's okay because you have Emblem, and Emblem is gonna make you more powerful based on your ER. So, absolutely fair to have a ton of ER. Also, top 4%. Fishing is hell. I agree, yeah. Getting the first catch was like, oh my god. It doesn't help, okay. It does not help that the one of the catches, or one of the fish you need to get the catch, is only in one tiny little area. And the worst part is, it's guarded by a ton of monsters as well. So you have to be extra careful to defeat the monsters without scaring away the fish. They only spawn in one spot, and that's such a pain. Commendments to you for going and getting a R5 catch. One day I might go and get an R5 catch, but that day is not today. That day is not today, guys. I get bored while fishing, yeah. But you get to eat the fishing rod. Why are we eating the fishing rod? Serious question? Ooh. Another one where it's 31 with 23 crit damage. That's a nice circlet. That's another nice circlet. We actually have attack percent on the goblet. In a taser team, do you want more attack than energy or elemental damage bonus? I've never actually played a proper taser team, so tell me. Does Raiden Shogun having a second attack goblet make sense? Or having attack goblet make sense? I don't actually know. I do not know if they're actually running taser with this. I just guessed. But either way, that's not a bad one. It's you only got a little bit of HP. And overall you got crit and both the crits are looking really, really good, so that's good. Some energy recharge over here. And a little crit rate. Beautiful. We got a little bit of this. We got a 1 roll into HP, but beautiful otherwise. And this is also very, very nice. This is very nice. 21 crit damage. 21. And beautiful. Except for hair. Hair is... what? I don't know. Everything is just yum. What? I read the hair one first, and then I look at one above it, and I was like, everything is just yum. We at Patricia Inc. believe that everyone should eat their fishing rods. Which is why you make it out of edible materials, right? Right? Oh, yeah, no, but this is a beautiful catch. This is a catch. This is a beautiful Raiden Shogun rocking the catch. And this is a beautiful Farina with Favonius. This is lovely. This is really good. These are some very, very good builds. These are some very good builds. Help with Inazuma exploration. Honestly, same. Inazuma's kind of scary, guys. First time I came to Inazuma in the game, I suffered greatly. I suffered greatly on my main account when I first got to Inazuma. I was like, how do I fight these things? These are so much tougher. There's a pretty big gap between what you get in Inazuma versus what you get in Leeway and Mondstadt. In difficulty. Pretty big gap in difficulty. Okay, well, thank you. I probably still pronouncing your name wrong. Cassiopeia. I'm so sorry that I pronounce your name abundantly wrong. I'm sorry if I hurt your soul. Fight. This one's nice and easy to pronounce, though. It's Ken. Ken is entered their Genshin build into the what's it called? So let's paste. It's Ken, and they want us to look at Diluc. They want us to look at their Diluc. Let's see what's going on with this Diluc. This is a pretty good Diluc already looking at it. So let's see what we got here. We got Mavuika's signature. I don't know if that's actually good on him, but I would assume it's not bad. Also, clearly they have the skin, which is lovely. They bought the Diluc skin. Diluc fan. Yeah. Biggest Diluc. It's the biggest. Oh, it's top 1%. It's a top 1% Diluc, guys. We looking at a top 1% Diluc. This is the Diluc to end all Dilucs. Diluc was my first DPS, yeah. I feel like he's the first DPS for a lot of people. Especially if you've been playing since early game. Top 1% Diluc, though. Look at those juicy stats. We got a little... Not quite crowned all the way, but beautiful. And considering he's a standard banner character, you have not been lucky enough to lose the 50-50 to him. You have yet to lose the 50-50 to more Diluc constellations. Insane. Not me. I don't play dudes. Honestly, Mavuika's weapon on Diluc looks really cool. Yeah, I could imagine that. It does. What? Top 1%? Wait, yeah, top 1%. Let's see what we're working with. 72 over 200. Mwah. Magnificent. 21 or 122 blah 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 ER. Diluc's burst only costs like 40, so this should be more than enough ER to burst every rotation. Especially if he's on field, which I would assume he is, because we got the normal attacks crowned. It'd be quite the quite the situation to crown the normal attacks and not use them on field. Beautiful. A little bit of attack, a little bit of crit rate, and a lot of crit damage. You absolutely avoided the HP, which is probably what you want. Anniversary. Yeah, I guess if this person wanted to start getting constellations, you're picking Mizuki. Fair enough, fair enough. You already have a Diluc, and I don't think his first couple of constellations are even worth worrying about. When Diluc takes damage, his attack is increased, yeah. I mean, in the end, it's, he is an early game character. We can't expect so much. What is this aura? Hello. Welcome, welcome, Orion Pax. Welcome. Orion Pax. Or right. Yeah, that would make sense. No, but the seriously intense Luke also got the onset goblet, and unlike the one in my most recent short, this one isn't just coping. This is actually a very good onset goblet. Which gave you a very... Sorry, I might have said your name very wrong. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. If you don't want to forgive me, that's okay. You got the Haas face. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know I'm a failure. Forgive me. Forgive me. I don't know what I'm doing. Anyways, back to the Luke. I'm gonna stop saying people's names. But beautiful. Beautiful. Honestly, look at these. I mean, you can't get to top 1% if you don't have some pretty insane artifacts. Like, look at this. 31 crit damage. Completely avoided everything else. Completely avoided everything else. Every single roll went into crit damage. That's insane. This one, also very, very good. I suppose maybe I should push it up a little bit higher so that you guys can see it better. Because my big old fat head was probably in the way. My fat head was probably in the way and you couldn't see what was going on. But honestly, this Diluc is absolutely earning his name. He is wonderful. He is beautiful. This is Diluc to end all Dilucs. Yang, lucky you to have C4 Chi-Chi I got recently. I have C4 Chi-Chi got recently. Aww. Oh my god, yeah. This is good Diluc. Quality Diluc right there. Now this is the only character that they wanted me to look at. So I don't know if they're okay with me peeking around at anything else. I don't actually know who Ken is. If I knew who they were, I might peek around at another character if I had an idea of who they were, but I'm not. You can also see that they have Mavuika. They have Mavuika, so I feel like Diluc shares his weapon with the Mavuika, maybe. I am kind of curious. Is Ken in chat right now? Is Ken in chat right now? Well, look at my Yelan and Mavuika too. Oh, wait, is this your account? Is this your account? Is Ken your account? We're doing a max of 2 characters, but we'll take just a quick peek at the... Oh, she's not sharing her weapon with the Diluc. But top 35%. Woo, look at those stats. Those are some good stats, guys. Those are some quality stats. Since I'm maxing everyone at 2, we'll just take a quick... Wait, there is not a Yelan here. There is not a Yelan here, so... Yeah, we won't worry about it. We just peeked around at the Mavuika. The Mavuika is also very good, though. As one is not surprised. Okay, who's next? Who's next? Who's next? Rylee. Anyways, thank you, Ken, for showing me your account. We are now moving on to Rylee. Rylee's account. What are we going to get on Rylee's account? I wonder. We'll paste that UID. Yeah, I guess this is a Benny main or Benny enjoyer, at least. Okay, so let's see. What does they want me to look at? Just the Mavuika. Okay, they just want me to look at the Mavuika. So let's see what this Mavuika has to offer. Top 54%. Beautiful Mavuika. Black Cliff. That's not my account. It's fine. I don't know what I'm doing. Don't mind me. I'm just a silly little anime girl on the internet, but it's a beautiful Mavuika. Okay, what are we looking at? What are we looking at? 34 over 260. Not bad. What are we got 40, so instead of 34, it is actually 74%, I think. Don't ask me to do math. Don't ask me to do math. I think it's 74. So we're looking with the Obsidian Codex passive activate, we're looking at like 74% crit rate over 260. Only 100% ER. Somehow managed on all of these artifacts to not get a single ER. I think that's actually kind of pretty impressive to not get a single ER on all of the artifacts. You have 5 artifacts, each with 4 rolls on them, and not a single thing of ER. Now, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying it's kind of surprising. Like, you'd think out of all of this, there'd be at least 1 ER. You'd think. But either way, that's so far it's looking like a pretty beautiful Mavuika. C2. Got the C2. I don't even know what Mavuika's C2 does. When the Night Soul's Blessing state, Mavuika's base attack increased by 200. And she obtains the following effects based on all fire alignment forms. Ring of Searing Radiance. Nearby opponent's defense is decreased by 20%. Actually, that's probably not that bad. Flame Strider. Mavuika's normal attacks, charge attacks, and attack of her Sunfowl Slice is... and its elemental burst in the Hour of Blazing Skies now deals 60 to 90, 60, 90, and 120 of her attack. 20% of her attack is increased damage respectively. That's a little bit of a confusing C2, but I can imagine it does big numbers. So, who cares? Beautiful, beautiful Mavuika. This is a lovely, lovely Mavuika. High quality Mavuika. Quality Mavuika. Mwah. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful Mavuika. We love that. We love to see it. We love to see it. My DPS Emily is 64 crit rate, like living on the edge. Living on the edge, yeah. That was a good Mavuika. Lots of characters have been really good so far today. Lots of really good characters so far. So I suppose we'll move on to the next person. Misa. We're moving on to Misa. I want to thank, oh geez, who was this again? Oh my god, I already forgot their name. Rylee. Thank you, Rylee, for showing me your builds. You had a very, very beautiful Mavuika. You have many beautiful characters I've shown. My Yelan. Mavuika and Yelan. Okay, question to you. If you want me to look at the builds, I'm assuming that's your UID, you're throwing the slashes in between. There is a form to sign up. I'm not just picking anything. There's a form to sign up. You can find it in the, what's it called? In the description or the bio of my YouTube channel. Hi, JP. Welcome, welcome. I will repeat it again. So if you want to sign up, if you want me to look at your character, there is a form, or there should be a form in the description of this video, a Google form. Just fill that out and I will look at your characters. I will look at your characters. Yes, there's a form. We got to fill that out. I'm trying to get through everyone, but the best way to do that is, you know, with the form. Okay? So if there is anyone in chat wondering if I will look at your characters, I can, I will, but you gotta fill out the form. There is a form. It's a very short form. It just has a couple questions on... Okay, well, it maybe has more questions than it needs to. No, I think all of them were actually kind of needed, so... It's fine. It's fine. Yes. Where was I going with this? Anyways, so there is a form that you fill out. And I will ask anyone who, if you are in chat right now and you want the, what's it called? Compliments on your builds, just fill out the form. Wait, I went to the form and it said was resorted, and it was resorted. This is my first time. I don't know what's happening. Resorted. I don't know what that means, to be honest with you. Resorted. I mean, it's still accepting responses, so I don't know exactly what's going on. I don't know what to tell you. I only use Google Forms for this, so I cannot help you debug debug issues that might be happening. I don't know, but I don't know if I did it right. We'll see. It said something like that. Well, hopefully it goes through. Hopefully it goes through. I can take a quick look at some of the newer ones to see what names are there. Okay, there's 20. We'll just go. I was at 8. Remember that number for me? I'll just go look at 20. The name is VVIE. VV or VI. Vi. Name is Vi on the 20th, and then 19 is Tac Legion. Tac Legion. I don't know. I would assume it's most likely it went. It went. Anyways, so we'll move on from that. I think it's Enka, though. I mean, Enka, to get onto the Akasha system, you just have to have it on Enka network. So in theory, it should show up. It should show up. Okay, so they wanted me to look at, oh geez, Barbara and Navia. This is the first Barbara we're getting to look at. Okay, let's see what we got on the Barbara. We got Ocean Hued Clam, which is not a bad set on her. Not at all. We have the C5, looking for that C6. For the Instant Revive, 17 over 133. Playing Kokomi style, but this Barbara can occasionally crit. Not that you really need it, though. Like, we got a slightly leveled normal attack, but I have a feeling that this Barbara doesn't usually spend too much time on field. Oh, maybe... Oh, wait, no. She would do better if she were on field, wouldn't she? Because her normal attacks also heal if she's in her skill. I think. My bad, I didn't know about it. I filled it up, the forum. Thank you. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate it. Honestly, I should probably make it more obvious. If I'm being honest, that, oh, hey, you need to fill out a form. I should make it more obvious when watching a stream. I should make like a pinned comment or something. Barbara in early game. Barbara is great. We love a good Barbara. We love a good Barbara. I have never seen this weapon before. An elemental skills grants the Jade form crowned effect. Every 1000 max HP will increase the normal attack. Oh, okay. So this is an on-field Barbara, I guess. Okay, so I suppose this is on-field. Sometimes, at least. I mean, if it was on-field, I'd kind of wished it had more crit stats, but you know what? It's fine. Honestly, It's not bad. Ocean-hued clam is gonna do a lot of damage on its own as well. I don't want to read it all. It's a beautiful Barbara. This is kind of what you would expect from your pretty standard Barbara. It's a nice Barbara. Quality Barbara. There's a part of me that says maybe she wants more ER, but then again, her burst is kind of a just an emergency button. But no, beautiful, beautiful. Lots of HP on the Cirque or the Sands. She has attack Sands. That's something I wouldn't have expected, an attack Sands on a Barbara. But you know what? It's cool. It's cool. They might be cooking with something that I do not understand. There could be something in the ocean-hued clam that it does damage based on attack as well. I do not know how the ocean-hued clam works, though. I have Kokomi, but I did not build ocean-hued clam on her. I did not build ocean-hued clam on my Kokomi. And now we got the Navia. We love a good Navia. Look at that Navia. Beautiful. Wonderful. The circlet isn't leveled, I just noticed. I just noticed the circlet isn't leveled. But everything else is. So this might have just been a little bit of an accident. Like the artifact got moved to someone else maybe. Or this is a work in progress build even. That's a possibility as well. But otherwise, you know, all things considered, it's not that bad. If this was raised and it rolled really well, it would look very good. Coco fish with tenacity artifacts. My Coco fish does not have tenacity. She actually has the artifact that comes in this set. Or the opposite to this set. This domain. But the other set. Sleeper bed, I guess. Yeah. It could very well just be a work in progress, or they accidentally move some artifacts around without knowing, and then the thing updated. I don't think that's what happened, because it's 306. That's almost a year since it was updated. But you know what? I don't think it's bad. What if I'm just gonna update it? Wonder if that changes. Oh yeah, it just hadn't been updated in a while. Let's look at this Barbara then. Oh, this Barbara has changed a lot too. Didn't update the build, so yeah, look at that Barbara now. Look at her, and she's got the C6. We're very lucky. The cooldown worked, or the refresh worked. Okay, so Barbara, much better. Much better for on-field DPSing. Beautiful, beautiful Barbara. Look at those artifacts. And of course, the Navia has also seen a lot of improvements. Amazing how much just pressing the refresh button makes things work better. Witsif Barbara jump scare. Oh, Witsif. Oh, wow. What? Oh, Witsif on Barbara. Insane. Absolutely insanity. Witsif Barbara jump scare. I guess I scrolled a little too far for Witsif Barbara jump scare. Witsif Barbara. Whoa. I used to have DPS Barbara. Yeah. I mean, DPS Barbara is kind of a little underrated. It's just so much fun. Just kind of a little bit of goofy. DPS Barbara is my animal spirit. Yeah, I agree. I gotta go. Bye. Thank you for coming out. We really do appreciate it. Thank you for hanging out, Ying. We do appreciate it. And we do appreciate this beautiful Barbara and that beautiful, oh geez, where'd she go? Navia. We do appreciate those beautiful characters. Thank you so much for showing us your characters, Misa. We love that. We love that. Okay, who's next? Who's next? Who's next on the forum? We have 21. I gotta pick up the pace. What time is it? Okay, 7:30. I am going to close the accepting responses. So if you are in chat right now and you haven't got in yet, this is the time to do it. You got a little over 15 minutes to get in. You got a little over 15 minutes to get in. Okay, anyways. Homosex, lovely name. I did not expect to be reading that name today. Okay. Who's next? Well, I already know who's next. Okay, what are we looking at? What characters do you want me to look at? Kokomi or Navia? Any character's good, though. Diona and Zhangling builds might be funny for context. Okay, well, they seem to give me, free reign. They asked for Kokomi and they asked for Navia. But Diona and, wait, Zhangling. Engulfing lightning on, okay, engulfing lightning on the Zhangling. Not an awful build. Diona. That's the, what's her name's? Siege Wind's weapon. Okay. But we're going on a proper look with the characters they want. So, Kokomi! Jade Ring Splendor. Beautiful. That's Baiju's weapon. That's beautiful. Lots of HP. 41. Lots of HP. Has a little bit of crit rate because she's not at like that negative 95. She has a little bit of crit rate. It's a miracle. She's still not critting though. But that's okay. We got 90 healing bonus, of course. 105 ER. And then a little bit of hydro damage bonus as well. Where'd she get the hydro damage bonus from? Because this is not healing bonus. Does this give you a bonus on your elemental damage? Elemental damage bonus for their corresponding element. Okay, that's where the damage hydro damage bonus is coming from. It's coming from the weapon. I was wondering why and where that hydro damage bonus came from. I really resonate with their name. That's a crazy name. I didn't expect that to happen. I hope that I do not get bonked by YouTube for that. Guys, if I get bonked from YouTube and I lose my partnership, I'm gonna be very sad, okay? I'm gonna be very sad. I just got YouTube partner last year. But honestly, pretty standard for Kokomi. It's basically what you would expect. It is a beautiful Kokomi. I feel like you'd want a little bit more ER on her, just so you get the burst a little more consistently, but it looks like she's probably mostly off-field, so it should be fine. It should be fine. Otherwise, beautiful Kokomi, and then we also want the Navia. We do love a good Navia. This will be our second Navia of the day. What are we looking at with this Navia? Ooh la la, that's a good Navia. Wolf's Gravestone, unexpected, but quite the weapon on her, I'm sure. Increase attack by 20% on hit. Attacks against opponents with less than 30% HP. Increase all party members' attack by 40% for 12 seconds. Can occur once every 30 seconds. Skill is, of course, the most, and then the burst and the normal attacks are kind of just also slightly leveled. That's a nice circlet. Got the on-damage Geo set. Man, I wish I had that. 3k. Oh, 3k attack. I did not notice that. That is a lot of attack. I mean, Wolf's Gravestone definitely helped with that. Definitely helped with getting us to the 3k. That is a lot of attack. No complaints, though. And if they actually use Bennett with this, that's going to be a lot of attack. You're probably starting to see loss in returns if you're using Bennett with her. Because I think Bennett does better when the attack is a little bit lower. I tried with Gravestones on Navia, but she really needs some ER and couldn't change the build at the time, so back to cardboard. Is this your build? I don't know. So if I refresh this, well, this was updated less than an hour ago, so this is probably right. Either way, it's this is a really nice Navia. Any standout pieces here? I think the Sans is really good. This is a very nice Sans. I wish I had a Sans like this on my Ningguang. Not yours? Okay. Not yours. Fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, this person might just use mostly for the burst as kind of like a nice to have, not a mandatory. Either way, it's a very nice Navia. It was a very nice Navia, and it was a very nice Kokomi. We do love this. We do love to see it. My only 5-star Claymore is Redhorn. I don't have a 5-star Claymore on my accounts. Either of them. I don't have a single 5-star Claymore, guys. Not a single 5-star Claymore. Okay, I think we move on to the next person now. I don't want to spend too long on any given account. Just so that we're not here all day. Maru! I definitely know we've looked at this person before. I definitely know we looked at this person before, but you will not hear any complaints from me. I'd love to see how these counts change. Also, I could not remember what I looked at last time, so it's fine. Okay, so they wanted, oh geez, who did they want? Mavuika and Venti. They want me to look at their Mavuika, and they want me to look at their Venti. Okay. Let's start with the Mavuika because they pop up first. Signature weapon, triple crowned. Absolutely insane. Look at those stats. There. This Mavuika is running at like 90% crit rate with 240% crit damage. Absolutely no ER as well, but absolutely beautiful. Top 2% Mavuika. Top 2%. She is insane. I have 3 red horns, Kanish signature, and Mavuika, and 2 skywards. Aww. I mean, for me, when it comes to 5-star weapons, you know what 5-star weapons I end up with most? Catalyst. I cannot keep the 5-star Catalyst away from me. If there is a 5-star Catalyst going to end up on someone's account, it's probably going to be mine. Guys, if you lose the 50-50 on that Catalyst that you wanted, just bet that it ended up on my account by accident. I can't keep the 5-star Catalyst away from me. 5-star Catalyst and 5-star Swords. Those... Now, I can't complain too much, because I have a lot of Catalyst characters who like a lot of 5-star Catalyst, but... Man, I can't keep them away from me. Even just the 4-star Catalyst. I feel like, out of all the weapons I have, 4-star and 5 stars, if I were to combine all of them of every variety, I would probably have the most Catalyst out of everything. Anyways, back to this Mavuika. This is a beautiful Mavuika. This is an absolutely insane Mavuika. Out of all the characters I would not want to meet in an alley, this Mavuika would be one of them, right along with that Farazan. If you know, you know, if you were here for that. Anyways, beautiful, 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 beautiful. She's wonderful. Absolutely radiant. That explains my lack of catalyst. That explains your lack of 5-star catalyst, yes, because they all ended up on my account. Out of all the characters that I have the signature weapons for, I have the signature weapons for most catalyst or mostly catalyst characters. I have Navia's and Kokomi's signature weapons. I was not trying to get Kokomi's signature weapon. It just showed up, as I had mentioned. I have a tendency to get 5-star catalyst for some reason. I always lose the 50 to the 50-50 to the catalyst. Anyways, beautiful Mavuika. Next up is the Venti. Venti. I'm not seeing the Venti. Guys, I'm not seeing the Venti. It was Venti, right? It was Venti. Okay, you guys need to help me because I'm not seeing Venti. I'm not seeing Venti. There is no Venti. There's no Venti here. Not a... Where is the bard? I demand the bard. Okay, well... Because they did not provide me with the Venti, I should move on. But, guys, there's a Ningguang. There's a Ningguang. How can I not look at the beautiful lady herself? Venti has gone missing. Yeah, he's MIA. Missing in action. Try clicking next. Oh. Okay, wait. Yeah, there's the next page. Still no Venti. But that Ningguang was looking pretty good. Where? There he is. Okay. It's a good thing somebody knows what they're doing. It's a good thing somebody knows what they're doing. Ningguang is a free check always. Yeah. A certified Ningguang main. I have to snoop out to see what other Ningguang enjoyers are doing. How rare is it to see a Ningguang? We haven't got a single person who has asked to see the Ningguang. Not a single person. It's kind of insane. I can't believe it. Ningguang is the best. Ningguang is the greatest. Anyways, we'll move on from the Ningguang. I had a heart attack, to be honest. Nice Venti. Yeah, it is pretty good. It is pretty good Venti. It's a pretty good Venti. It's got signature weapon, Elegy of the End. Very good support. Top 1%? This is top 1% Venti. Oh. I don't know why I expected a top 1% Venti to have a little more in the crit stats, but, you know, it's fine. This is not a bad Venti. This is not a bad Venti at all. I didn't know they show all the characters. They do. But it's okay. It's okay. Well, all the characters if you've had them in your display at some point, I think. It's fine, though. Everything is good. We're looking at this beautiful Venti now. 699. Not bad at all. Not quite willing to crown him, but very, very good. Circlet. Good. Quality circlet. Sands. Or not sands. Oh, geez, what's that called? Goblet. Quality goblet. Sands. Quality sands. That is a beautiful sands. This is a very good looking feather. And a reasonably good looking flower as well. I think it's actually a little more reasonable than good looking. It's reasonable. I said that very wrong, guys. Crown your Venti. I mean, if they don't want to crown the Venti, they don't have to crown the Venti, but... You know, he's right there. If you ever sit there and like, you know what? Maybe I want to crown a character. I think Venti's a good choice. He is a king on his own right, so I think he deserves a crown. Dun 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 dun. Beautiful Venti, quality Venti. That's a pretty good Venti. We like that. We like that. Magnifique. Anyways, I'd like to thank Maru for letting me look at your characters. Thank you so much for taking the time to fill out the form to let me see your beautiful characters. Okay, we are going to move on to the next person, though. What are we looking at? We are looking at Phoenix's account. Okay. We're going to go back out. Type this in. Or take that. Phoenix. I feel like I've seen this account before too, but that's okay. That's okay. Okay, who do they want? Yan Fei. Now that's a little bit of a rare character as well. That's a bit of a rare character as well, but the Yan Fei. C6 Yan Fei already. I think this is a Yan Fei main. This very well may be a Yan Fei main. A Yan Fei enjoyer. What serial number is going on right now? What exactly do you mean by serial number? Because the account number, I don't think that's what you're meaning. Please explain a little bit better. Anyways, where was I going with this, right? Triple Crown Yan Fei, cash flow supervision, the Worsley's or Rylee's signature, max constellations. So you got the C4 so that you can also do the tank Fei, but you don't have the HP for the tank Fei, but that's okay. We don't need the HP for the tank Fei. Well, okay, we do need the HP for the tank Fei, but this Yan Fei doesn't necessarily need the HP. Well, okay. I was thinking for a second there that maybe that was a little low, but actually looking at it now, she has Marichose's Hunter. How much does this add? Increase 12 for 5 seconds, max of 3 stacks. So this Yan Fei is looking a little closer to it'd be 26% on top of 40, so into the 70s to 80s for the crit rate. Not a bad Yan Fei at all. Not a bad Yan Fei at all. We love this. We love this Yan Fei account number. So the account number is over here. Well, that's the UID. If you need the number of forms that I filled out, this is number 11, I think. This is the 11th person that submitted their form. Beautiful. This is a really, really good Yan Fei. Quality Yan Fei. Sans particularly stands out according to this. 21 on crit damage. A little bit of crit rate. Very good Sans. This is a quality Sans. You could put this on any of your DPSs and it would do marvels. Absolute marvels. This is a really good Yan Fei. We appreciate this wonderful Yan Fei. Quality Yan Fei. Also a bit of a rare main, so we do love that. We do love the rare mains around here. Okay, I suppose we'll move on to the next person also. So it is 7:30. It is 7:30, guys. So, anyone in chat, anyone who happens to be here right now, this will be your last chance. You have to sign into the, or you have to go into the form to get me to look at your account. So this is the last chance. Okay? Last chance, everyone. I will give it till the end of the next account and then I'm closing the form. So if you're new and you haven't signed up yet, there is a form in the bio of my channel or in the description of this stream. Use that to sign up. And then after we get to the next characters, or after we get to the next, after I do the next form in the next person's account, we're moving on. I'm closing the form. Okay? Okay, next account. I want to, of course, thank Oh, geez. I need to look at their name again. I forgot again. Phoenix. Thank you, Phoenix, for showing me your count. Next up is... Here we go. We're waiting for it to Ying Slay. Jojo Siwa, but with glasses. Oh, this is neat. Jojo Siwa with glasses. That's what they call me. It's a real JoJo fan. Okay, who do we... Maybe Farina. I made her for 1 year. And I'm not very good with building. That's okay. I'm sure your Farina looks great. I'm sure your Farina looks great. So let's see this absolutely stunning Farina. Look at this stunning Farina. She is stunning. Jojo killed the forum. Not yet. It's still up for until I'm done looking at this Farina. You got until I'm done looking at this Farina. And I know you're talking about the Yanfei GH. You're talking about the Yanfei. Yeah, that Yanfei is perfect for Farina. I would totally try that out. I would totally try that out. Anyways. But they have to move on to this Farina. Now, they said they weren't very good with builds. But honestly, this is not a bad build. This is not a bad build. Like, I think this is very good. This is actually very good for Rita. Of course, she's got her signature weapon, and that definitely helps a lot. That definitely helps a lot with the stats, because she gets all the stats that she wants. We got Crown of Skill, C1, so absolutely no complaints there. You're getting a lot of value out of your Farina. I feel like the only thing that's really a little weird about this Farina is the level normal attack, but that's literally it. This Farina is gorgeous otherwise. Oh, wait, guys. I drank some water and I noticed. Take a look at this. 47.9 over 247.8. She needs 50 to 70 ER to work well. That is a good point. A little more ER wouldn't kill the Farina either. A little more crit rate too, but otherwise, I think this... No, I think this is a reasonably good Farina overall. I think this is really good Farina. This is a really good Farina. I don't think this is a bad build. There may be some things that could be improved upon, but not a bad Farina at all. I mean, if we have more Hydro onto the team, we might not have to worry too much, or, you know, the number of Favonius weapons could help. But either way, I think this is a beautiful Farina. What is this? What is that? Why is there an X there? Are you guys seeing the X there too? Yeah, there's the X there. I don't know why the X is there, but either way, it's fine. Yeah. With a Favonius in the team, she's all good, yeah. It would really depend. We don't know what they're running Farina with, but either way, I do think this is a pretty good Farina. This is a pretty good Farina. The feather is very, or not the feather, the flower is very nice. The feather's not bad either. The feather's not bad either. If it didn't roll into EM, that would have been good. And then there's, of course, a very large defense over here and over here. But that's okay. Sometimes these things happen. X doesn't move, huh? Oh. X doesn't move. Can I close it? I can't close the X. Guys, the X just lives there now. This is our new pet. This is our new pet Jerry, guys. Our new pet X Jerry. Say hi to Jerry. Could be an ad. I have an ad blocker on, so maybe. Just maybe. Wait, inspect the element. Oh, geez. Inspect. Div class, flex, grab 5, div, flex. I mean, actually, these ones that I'm looking at are... Well, that's neat. See the way they're building all this stuff. Are you guys seeing it? Oh, you are. You are. How many people actually understand what's going on over here? Serious question. Because I do. Vaguely, at least. Believe it or not, I used to be a web designer. Or I guess it's not saying used to, but I do web design. Because here we got the root. That is the entire page. Here's the top of the page. Class. Nav bar. Tabs. Flex. Well, okay. Some of these are things that you can't see. Name card URL. Margin top 30. 30 pixels on the top. Jerry works for Patricia Tia. Jerry even has a job, guys. Joebot got replaced just like that, huh? We didn't replace Joebot. Joebot's... Am I late? Average nerd gamer? A little bit, but that's okay. Anyways, I can't figure out what Jerry is, but... That explains the nerdy part of Nerdyjojo. Yeah. Look at that. You can see where it highlights the different areas of the thing. Isn't that fun? Isn't that fun, guys? See, the purple parts are spaces that they added within. And then the spaces that they added. And the blue parts are where they put the information. And a div is a fancy container that you can put information in. Oh my god. And a class is something that you can point to in your CSS, which is a fancy way to say how it's supposed to look. Its prob's not closed. Yeah. Either way, we just exit out of that. I'm sure you guys don't care that much. No, we aren't done with Farina. I mean, maybe we're done with Farina. Maybe we're done with Farina. I wonder if Jerry's gonna disappear if we log out of this. Okay. Put your bets in now. Will Jerry disappear if I backspace out of here? Will Jerry disappear? Will he still be there? Yes or no? Yay or nay? What is the fate of Jerry? What is Jerry's fate, guys? What is it? What's it gonna be? I'm gonna drink more water. I bet 1 peanut. Bye, Jerry. I like how we're getting attached to Jerry. He will not be there. Okay. We got 1, he will not be there. I guess 2, he will not be there. Okay, well. Okay, I filled the form. Yay! You filled the form! Just in time because Jerry's still there. He lives! We got work to do. Me and my friend used to use an alternate source code to put bad words into this math website, but besides that, I haven't touched code much. He will not be there. Oh, well, you probably typed that second one before, but that's kind of crazy. Use the alt source code to put bad words into this math website. Ingenuity at its finest. Teachers see bad word in math site and they're like, what the heck is this? Why is there a bad word in the math site? This is not school appropriate. And they're like, how did this get here? Meanwhile, the people in the source, you and your buddy in the source code, funny word, ha ha ha. Anyways, no, Jerry lived. Jerry lived, guys. Also, the form is going to be closed now. We are no longer accepting responses in the form. I am so sorry to those who are not able to get in. What's the best Mavuika you've seen? There's been a couple Mavuikas so far, and they've all been really good. I can't say exactly who was the best. Can't say who was the best because I don't remember. It's not that I'm trying to be nice to everyone. I literally just don't remember. I just don't remember who had the best Mavuika. They were all good. They were all really good. No, it was the only on your screen. Only on your screen. Yeah. I know. I know. But the bad word was in the math side either way. And I was like 10. Damn, I was right on time. Yeah, you were. Well, thank you everyone who has joined so far. I'm sorry to those of you who were not able to get in on time. I do intend on doing more of these in the future. I cannot say exactly when in the future though, which is, I'm sure is not a satisfactory answer to some people. Anyway, so did I move on to the next person yet? I have not moved on to the next person yet. Okay, so number 13, who we got? Maddie. I guess I should thank, oh geez, who was I looking at again? Yang Slay. I think. Yeah, I was with Yang Slay. Thank you, Yang Slay, for showing me your build. I really do appreciate it. Your build was lovely. And now we're going to go look at Maddie. I need help, please. Okay, Maddie needs help, so let's see. Who do they want me to look at? Who do you want me to look at? Hu Tao, maybe. By the way, this is my cousin's account, not mine. Okay. Maddie's cousin, or I guess it's still Maddie. It's just not the person who signed up. Well, to the person who owns the Maddie account, let's take a look at this Hu Tao. Hu Tao. Her build's a little all over the place. When was the last refresh cooldown? I'll try to refresh it after the cooldown is done. But I don't know if that would work. This Hu Tao is a little all over the place, but you know, it's got the workings. It's got the workings. 69. Nice. Your build gave us Jerry. The build gave us Jerry. At some point, we acquired Jerry. I don't know when we got Jerry, but we got Jerry at some point. Honestly, this is the makings of a good Hu Tao. Okay, 1 hour ago. Let's see if we can refresh. It is still the same, so I suppose this might be a work in progress or some of the artifacts got stolen. I'm gonna say that it's likely that some of the artifacts got stolen for somebody else on the account and they didn't set it back. Which is fine. It happens. It happens. It's a work in progress, let's call it. Either way, it's not doing too bad. Dragon's Bane is a good weapon on Hu Tao. It's a good weapon. Hydro and Pyro damage by 9% or 20%. It's not a bad weapon on her at all. We got 5, 5, and 4. It's a good start as a Hu Tao main. 3 out of 10. Well, let's look at it as in they might have just got the artifact stolen by someone else. The artifacts just might have gone stolen. So don't panic just yet. Don't panic. Jojo, I'm surprised you don't show off your clean 200 crit damage more. It makes people... I mean, maybe at the end I can take a sneak peek at my top 4% Xingqiu and my Ningguang, who is definitely top 1% if Ningguang had a had a leaderboard. Either way, I think it's a work. If it's a work in progress, I think it has the makings of what to be a beautiful Hu Tao. I think it has the makings of a beautiful Hu Tao. I'm gonna go off the assumption that she, in fact, or this Maddie, in fact, just ended up giving some of the artifacts to someone else, whether temporary, just borrowing them, or something else. But I think it has the makings. I think it has the makings. It's got a, like the circlet. Wait, it's defense. I thought it was a crit circlet for a second. But no, it's defense. That is a little odd. Look at all that defense. That's a lot of a defense on a Hu Tao. This is the tankiest Hu Tao ever. Much tank. Much tanky Hu Tao. Beautiful Hu Tao. Tank Hu Tao? Tank Fei Hu? Tank Hu Tao. Negative 1 out of 10? Don't say that. We're being nice. We're complimenting. We're complimenting. We're complimenting. So I'm gonna do my best to find all of the goodest things. Of course, like, it's a level 90 Hu Tao with max friendship, so I'm assuming that they like and use Hu Tao a lot. And we're just Hu Tao tank, Hu tank cow, Hu tank cow, tank circlet, yeah. I do think that this is probably just a case of somebody else's borrowing the artifacts at the time and they haven't changed them back yet. Because they, level 90, 10 friendship, and the skin, I would assume that this was a Hu Tao main, but the artifacts got borrowed. a working Hu Tao main, but the artifacts got borrowed. It happens, it happens. You don't always have the best artifacts at any given time. She has to survive when she consumes her HP. She must survive. But either way, you know, work in progress. We can believe that. One day, we will get the best, or the Hu Tao will be the best. I want to build my Hu Tao. You want to build your Hu Tao? I hope you build your Hu Tao really good then. But no, I don't think it has the makings of a great Hu Tao. Not every Hu Tao can be top 1%. Not every Hu Tao can be top 1%. Thank you so much, Maddie's cousin, for letting us look at Maddie's builds. If they actually want help in the most serious sense, artifacts, level talents, everything else is looking pretty good. The weapon is a good, reasonable weapon on her. Just artifacts, level the talents more. Rebuild as she is built, but I want to change it. Yeah. I totally read the rebuild, but I only read build. I'm sorry. Okay. That is my compliments, and that is my one my little bit of helping, my little bit of assisting with the Hu Tao build. I don't know if they actually wanted the help or not. If they didn't want the help, don't show them the stream, I guess. If they want the help, that's fine. Also, looking up Hu Tao guides will be very good. I do not know much about Hu Tao. My Hu Tao is level 1, so I cannot tell you how to build the best Hu Tao. I mean, I guess I could give hints on how. Ren 13. Anyways, thank you, Maddie. And we're moving on to Ren. Resident Deluxe main. I don't know what it is about... I don't know what it is about my, my chat, but we've had a couple Deluxe. Okay, Deluxe is actual favorite character. If on Akasha, the Thousand Blazing Sun variant is the current one, but you can look at whichever one and pick them. And for the pick Nouvellette. Okay, so we're looking at the, you know, Thousand Blazing Suns for the current Deluxe. That's a pretty good Deluxe, guys. That's a pretty good Deluxe. We're looking at the Thousand Blazing Suns. And then we're going to look at Nouvellette. Max Crowns, Constellation 2, 94 over 184, or 181. Not a bad Deluxe at all. It moved even higher. Jerry's just finding a new place to live every once in a while. Do you guys find Jerry annoying? Serious question. Do you find Jerry annoying? Do we not like Jerry? I don't know what the deal is with Jerry. He lives there now. There's not a ton I can do about it. Can I pick up Jerry and move him around? I don't think I can pick up Jerry and move him around. True Pyro Archon. Yeah, true. Look at that flower. Look at this flower, guys. 30 crit damage on this flower. Remember how in the video I was like, the one artifact that absolutely carries the build. Now this isn't carrying the build, but had the other artifacts been worse, had this not been a top 1% Diluc, that would have been an artifact carrying the build. Cereal, no. Look at the circlet. Yeah, it has more crit damage than crit rate. Crit rate is its main stat, and it has more crit damage than its main stat. It rolled basically everything into crit damage, and then one little attack. Look at that. That is insane. That is absolute insanity. And that's these are some pretty really good artifacts, guys. Really good artifacts. Look at these. I think we've seen like 2 top 1% Dilucs by this point, which is really crazy. What is it if this community and really liking rare mains? You know what? Honestly, I should not complain about that. I love that we love the rare mains around here. Show me your Ningguangs. Show me your Xinyans. Show me your Dilucs. Show me your rare mains. Show me the one character that you have that no one else builds, but you built them because you love them. Because you love them. Also, I just noticed something. I did not know this about Mavuika's weapon, but it's got crit rate, but only 11% crit rate. Probably because it's got 141 attack, base attack. That is pretty insane. That's pretty insane. Not gonna lie. I did not know it did that. We've looked at 1,000 Blazing Suns a couple times, but this is the first time I noticed that. I did not. I did not. I want to build Ningguang, but Hoyo decides tease meta. Yeah. I'm building Ningguang, but that's because I'm a Ningguang main and I have to. As a dedicated Ningguang main, I have no choice but to build Ningguang. I have no choice but to spend all my resin in the Nighttime Whispers domain daily. Also, average nerd gamer, I main Aloy. Another very rare... Jerry! He's get covered by the window information. Oh, wait. I thought he disappeared. He gets covered by that, so he's under the window information. That's wild. That's wild. Jerry. When I saw Jerry in all capitals, I thought he disappeared for a second. Jerry! Where'd he go? Siegewind has become my main. Siegewind main! Those are pretty rare. Those are pretty rare. Okay, let's go on to the Nuvolette. Let's look at this Nuvolette build. We do love a good quality Nuvolette for the meta. For the meta! Diluc for the soul. Nuvolette for the meta. Top 1% Nuvolette. This is a pretty insane Nuvolette. Look at that. Prototype Amper. Not one of the crit weapons. And look at those crit stats. 58 over 230. And then with the Marachose's Hunter, of course, that's another 36% on top of that 58% when he's losing HP. Also, C1, which is kind of insane. Look at this go. Look at this man go. This man's right here. It's for the meta. My god, that feather. Yeah, look at that. That is a beautiful feather. I was looking at the flower and I was saying, that's a beautiful feather. That's a beautiful feather. That's also a beautiful flower. Look at these. Look at these. Someone really just said, make the best novelette, and and they're like, deal. Done. This is a beautiful round 49 CV. 49 CV. Crit value 49, 43, 37, 38, 18. But on a circlet, you can't really get that much crit value anyways. This is a beautiful novelette. This is also a very beautiful Diluc. These are very good characters. Quality characters, everyone. This is quality stuff. We love to see it. We love to see it. Thank you, Ren, for showing me your characters. I really do appreciate it. Okay, who's next? Who's next? Who's next? Who's my next victim? We're a little over halfway. Well, a little over halfway. We're at 15 out of 23, so we're going, we're going. This is JJ 2.5. Copy. To the Akasha system. I'm also really, really happy that seems like nobody is having any issues. I have not needed to go over to the, what's it called yet? Oh, geez. Are you gonna let me open? Hello? There we go. Okay. It just took a second. Okay, who do you want me to look at? Albedo. Another rare main. We do love to see it. Albedo. Cinnabar Spindle. So this is a early game player. This one's mine. Early game player spotted. Cinnabar Spindle. When was the last time that was out? Like 2.5? Not 2.5. 1.5 or 1.2 or something. Man, that's a rare little guy right there. Only early game players understand the Cinnabar Spindle. I would, if I could have a Cinnabar Spindle, I would have it. Top 9% Albedo. Nice, nice. Triple crowned Albedo. Nice, nice. Could have give him Shalonen's sword. You could. If they wanted to invest a little bit in Shalonen's sword, they could give it to him, but this is still one of his best in slots, I think. So C1 on the Albedo. 68 over 110. Part of me says more crit damage, but you know what? Honestly, no complaints. This is a beautiful Albedo so far. He's got basically everything you could ever want in your Albedo. Basically everything your Albedo could ever want. Defense, a little bit of attack, and some crit stats. Beautiful, beautiful. That came out in Inazuma. Did it? Call me old like that. I'm not calling you old. Okay, well, maybe I'm calling you old, but I'm calling you old in a loving way. Like, chat calls me an old lady for some reason. Why do you guys think I'm an old lady? I'm not even that old. I'm not that old. Why do you think I'm old when I'm not? I am young, fresh, and baby-like. You hear? Young, fresh, and baby-like. That's a weird way to put it, though. I actually put Shalonen's on Shiori because Cinnabar is better for him. You do make a good point. You do. Like I said, it's still one of his best in slots. It's a really neat weapon. I kind of wish I had Cinnabar Spindle. I have Albedo. And I was like, man, I sure wish I had Cinnabar Spindle. Cinnabar Spindle. Elemental skill damage is increased by 80% of defense. The effect will be triggered once more. No more than once every 1.5 seconds, and will be cleared every 0.1 Clears 0.1 seconds after elemental skill deals damage. Yeah. I don't know. It's a very nice albedo. It's a very nice albedo. Crit rate with the crit damage. A lot of defense on that. A lot of crit damage, crit rate. A little bit of defense, crit rate, and crit damage, and then we also got some crit damage and some crit rate here, or crit rate and crit damage, and a little bit of defense. Also, Husk of Opulent Dreams, another good set on him. This is a nice albedo. This is a nice albedo. This albedo has reached approval. This albedo has gotten approval. This is beautiful albedo. Thank you for sharing your albedo. If you want to snoop in my account, you can just if you want to snoop on my account, you can, but I just wanted to show off that albedo. Okay, well, let's see if you have any more rare mains in here. Like, you got a Cyno. Can I snoop at the Cyno? Just a quick peek at the Cyno. Because Cyno's kind of a little bit of a rare guy. Like, everyone loved Cyno as a character, but he never was really able to find a serious place in the meta. But yeah, Thundering Fury, Cyno, good Cyno. That's a quality Cyno. Cyno approved. Yeah, peek at the Cyno. He's a bit rare. He's a bit of a rarer character. He's not as well beloved as you may have hoped him to be. I've been working on him lately. He looks good. He looks good. This is a not bad Cyno, not bad Cyno at all. Cyno has gotten Cyno approval. He might work in Loomer Charge. Yeah, maybe. Maybe he'll be revived with Nodkai. Maybe. One can only hope. One can only hope. He has a C1 as well. I don't know what the C1 does. I'm not going to bother reading it. But that's a good Cyno and that's a good albedo. We really do appreciate you letting us look at your characters. Even though I snooped at one that you didn't ask me to snoop at. But those are some good characters, guys. Thank you so much for letting me look at them. UID. Copy. It should be. Okay. I'm just reading what this person read. They read a lot more. Everyone else just put their UID in, but they read a full sentence for me for the UID as well. Emilio. And then they want me to look at their Veressa. Ooh, look at that Veressa. That's a nice Veressa. That's a good Veressa, guys. Look at her. Look at her. She is lovely. Okay, let's see what we're working with. God's Witsift, not a bad choice on her. Of course, lots of crit rate, lots of crit damage, and the plunge set, of course. Top 44% with triple crown. Woohoo, look at that. Veressa, my baby. Yeah, she's nice. Level 90 out of 10 friendship. I think the flower is really good. And the feather is really good. Look at all that crit damage on these guys. And this is really good. This is really good. It would have been nice if one of those HPs had rolled into, you know, crit rate or crit damage or something. But overall, beautiful Veressa. Look at that. Attack. Does Veressa want attack percent over electro damage bonus? I don't actually know. I don't actually know how to build Veressa either. But either way, attack percent on the goblet, but look at that juicy crit damage, and then crit rate on the circlet because you already have enough crit damage that you don't need to worry about it. Circlet is probably one of the weaker pieces here, but that's okay because this is a beautiful, beautiful Veressa. Overhated love Veressa. Yeah, we do. We do stand for a good Veressa here. She's so cute. She's so cute. She doesn't, but that domain hates me. Yeah, no, it's fair. It's fair. Maybe in a couple of months when the artifact set inevitably ends up in the strong box, you can get lucky and get a nice one. I'm trying to get Electro Goblet, yeah. She prefers electro damage, but her best team has Fufu. So it doesn't matter, yeah. Well, I think this is a very, very good Veressa so far. Perhaps she will get even stronger one day with training, with much training and the help of Eon-san and a bunch of other powerful supports. She can get even better. I use overloaded team. I don't know how to change that on Akasha. Well, that's fair. It's all good, though. It's all good. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We love it. We love to see it. Veressa, our queen. Our adorable queen. We love that. I'm mad Asinian Codex isn't in the strongbox yet. Yeah. It's probably gonna end up in there in Node Kai, maybe. If I had to guess. Hopefully it does. She does 140k every plunge with Mavuika, Eon-san, and Chevy. That is insane. That's good, guys. Guys, this Veressa is cracked. This Veressa knows what she's doing. I love that. We love that. We do. We do love that. I like pretty girls. We love that too. Okay, who's next? Who's next? Thank you so much for showing us your Veressa. We love to see it. We love to see it. Veressa's great. Who is next? Somu. Yae Miko and Raiden Shogun. Okay. Let's go see if we can get Somu's or Soma. Sorry, Soma. I'm back. It's Soma. Somu, Soma. Come on. Let me open Soma's profile. Why is it not letting me do anything? Okay, Yae Miko. What are we working on with this Yae Miko? That is a good Miko. That is a good Miko, guys. She is a mixed set, but look at those stats. Those are some really good stats. Top 5%. Beautiful Miko. It's my account. And your Miko is lovely. Look at her. Look at her beauty. Her elegance, her grace. And her extremely high crit damage stat. She probably hits like a truck. This Miko hits like a truck. A truck in a kimono. This isn't technically a kimono, but it is beautiful. This is... A part of me says she probably needs more ER because Miko has the most expensive burst in the game, or at least as far as I remember it being. She's got like 80 energy cost for her burst. But I suppose if she's on field, it's not quite as bad, but... Alexa plays Satisfied from the original Hamilton soundtrack. Don't actually play it. Not that I have Alexa to hear me. But no. This is a great Miko. This is a great Miko, and Jerry is slowly making his way further and further up the screen. Serial number. Serial number is... Are we talking about the number of forms left? We are on form 17 out of 23. Form 17 out of 23. I don't know if that's what you mean by serial number. I was hoping that's what you mean by serial number. But either way, it's a beautiful Miko. We love that. We love this Miko. Okay, now we need to look at her best friend, the Raiden Shogun. Come on. Come on, Raiden. There we go. Jerry keeps trying to escape. He's not trying to escape. Your guys' belief is just elevating him to higher heights. Every time we say his name, he gets more powerful. Oh, we are close to the end. Yeah, getting there. I don't want to go much over like 2 to 3 hours, so we're at 2 hours now, so I should pick up the pace a little bit, just a little bit. So the Raiden Shogun, we got a C2 on the Raiden Shogun. I did not see. Miko has no constellations. Okay, C2 on Raiden. I think C2 is the good one for her. Jerry is ascending. He's getting more powerful. Every day, he gets more powerful. Anyways, 53 over 154. 216 ER. Also rocking the cat. Oh, geez. Also rocking the catch at R5. Once again, you are a brave soul for spending so much time fishing. Only the bravest souls spend so much time fishing. 10 and 10, also very beautiful. Look at those. This circlet is really, really nice. I like this circlet. This is a good quality circlet. He's being promoted. Promoted to lead in the company. Jerry, the X button, being promoted. We're so proud of him. He worked so hard for that promotion. He deserves it. I have gotten it R5 twice. The catch? Oh no. Wait, what are we talking about? Well, won't worry about it. Attack percent on this. 34% crit damage. It didn't roll into anything else. Yamate? Jojo say Yamata? R5 catch twice. How exactly do you do that? Because I think you can only get one. I think you can only get one catch. And then you get the refinements. And then you're done. How do you... Do you just go catch enough fish? I have... Oh, geez. I have R5 on my account and Inazuma only. So the main account and Inazuma only. I mean, honestly, makes sense. Makes sense. You do have multiple accounts. Why are people shouting next door at 1 a.m.? Because they found out that Jojo, Nerdyjojo, was doing a stream. And the forum was now closed, so they couldn't get in anymore. I think she means on other accounts. Yes, we did get that, Kale. Yes. Now say Yamate kudasai. Yamate kudasai. What are you getting me to say? Am I gonna get in trouble for this? I better not be getting in trouble for this. Should I really be trusting you? Should I trust you? Jojo isn't saying that. Oh. Was I not supposed to say... Was I not supposed to say that? Oh no. I'm getting in trouble. I'm getting bonked by YouTube. I'm getting bonked by YouTube. What did I... Oh, maybe I don't want to know what I said. Maybe I don't know what I want to say. Ugh. I'm getting bonked by YouTube thanks to you now. Please stop. Oh. I think it... Okay, well... I know it probably has negative connotations, but at least on its own, it doesn't seem too bad. Just, I'm not saying it again. I'm sorry, Jojo, you're getting clipped by someone for sure. It means please stop in Japanese. Essentially, it's used to high. Yep. And who is a high anime character here? Yes, me. I'm the anime character here. Why would you do that to me? Well, if I'm getting bonked by YouTube, at least, wait. Getting bonked by YouTube. Why are you getting me bonked by YouTube, guys? Don't make me get bonked by YouTube. Maybe I just need to stop listening to people. Instead of blaming other people for my own mistakes, perhaps I should just not listen to people. Why did you get into this industry? You mean VTubing? Because I like being a goofy anime character online. And I like making content. But I don't like face. No, I won't get bonked, but it's just embarrassing. Okay, as long as it's not getting bonked, that's fine. All I really care about is, you know, not losing my channel. I don't want to lose my channel. Not today. Anyways, this feather got a lot of crit damage on it. This is all very good. This is a very good Raiden Shogun. That was also a very good Yae Miko. Very good characters, everyone. Highly appreciated. Soma, thank you for showing me your beautiful characters. We love to see it. Okay. Okay, where was I going with this? Right, what was I doing? Right, okay. Next person. This is 17 or 18 out of 23. Who are we looking? Gabby Layla's BF. Or GF, sorry. Gabby Layla's GF. We got a Layla GF here. We got Layla's GF. I'm actually having trouble. Why are you not letting me enter things into the Akasha system? Okay. It's not letting me type in. Wait, somebody call up Pookies. There's Fremine mentioned in the pick event. Where are you from, Jojo? Canada. I am from Canada. Okay, so it's not letting me do the thing right now, so I think I'm gonna switch to the just chatting screen. And I think I'm gonna try to restart Chrome and see if that helps. Akasha system. We'll go back into the Akasha system and we'll try it again. Yeah, it worked. It worked. There is one side effect of this situation, though, is that now Jerry has deceased. Why is it not working? Oh, it's, you know what, actually, it's probably because... It's probably because... There we go. Now it's working. We got it. Jerry is no more, though, guys. Jerry has kicked the bucket, I'm afraid. Perhaps one day Jerry will return, but that day is not today anyways. Who are we looking at? Anyone you'd like. Also remember the arrows below to see the rest of the list. Okay. Okay, so we'll... Okay, how many pages are there? Last page. There are 2 pages. Okay, guys, pick a number. Chat, pick a number. Just any number. First number I see gets it. Tell us that you're not married. I'm not married. I'm super, super single, I promise. I don't have a single relationship. I'm a cringy anime girl online, as if I am married or even in a relationship, guys. 9, okay. We'll pick the character that's 9th on the list. 1, 2... Wait, I don't even have to look. I want another Mavuika. Okay. Mavuika. Anyone I'd like? Earthshaker. 69 or 62 over 164. Not bad. Not bad at all. A little bit of elemental mastery. A fair bit of attack. I'm doing a good stretch, guys. At the stretch. Okay. Okay, so we'll go on to the next page, and there's actually 2 votes for 7. 2 people put in 7. So next, we'll do the Mavuika, and then we'll go on to the next page, pick the 7th character there. Yep, that is what's going to happen. Top 69. Nice. Plot twist, they actually tried to get their character to top 69%. They were like, I'm gonna do this. Low EM and CD. Yeah. Could do better, but you know, I don't think it's a bad Mavuika. 8 and 8, not bad for talent levels. This weapon is the very free to play or free to play friendly option. Artifacts, a lot of crit damage on that crit rate circlet. Attack goblet. That might be why her attack's so high, at least a little bit. Kind of a little bit of a okay. Not the best, but not bad either. It's doable. The flower is really good though. The flower is very, very nice. The feather is also pretty good. Would have been better if you had managed to avoid the defense, but honestly, if it didn't end up in that defense, it probably would have ended up in the other defense, so... I don't know. Do we take the lesser of two evils? At least a flat 60% defense doesn't look quite as scary up here. Oh, she does have over 1,000 defense. Fair enough, fair enough. Sometimes you can't avoid the defense rolls. Like, not everyone has time to min-max everyone. Overall, it's not a bad Mavuika at all. She is. Do not say that they're garbage. We love everyone. The whole idea is to complement the build. This is a perfectly usable and reasonable build. This is not necessarily a review or build guide. This is me saying your builds are doing great. There's always room for improvement. I'm not that mean anyways. Okay, who's the 7th on the page? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Siegewin, a little bit of a rare case over here. Fair bit of HP. She's not bad, not bad. 8 and 6. I feel like you could get the burst up a little bit higher, but that's not bad. Also, Songs of Day Past. This is a bit of a rarer artifact as well. Do you have like a Navia that you were building as well, perhaps? Perhaps there was a Navia on this account and they spent a lot of time in this domain and just happened to get a set for their Siegewin? Perhaps. I see Xinyan. Is there? Oh, there is a Xinyan. There is a Xinyan. Okay. We do love to see the rare mains around here. Recurve's bow. That is a 3-star with the HP substat. Not a bad free-to-play option, I don't think. Oh no, Siegewin build isn't updated on the page. That one was my one-time build. Okay. Let's see if no, it didn't update. I'm very sorry that it didn't update. I did try to refresh. It didn't work. That is an absolute shame. That is an absolute shame. Very, very sad. So much sad. But no, it's not a bad Siegewin. Are you in your 20s or 30s? 20s. Why are you asking so many questions? I'm gonna stop answering questions. Girls only player waifu expert. I guess you do have all the girls. In a game like this where you get mostly girl characters, though, it's not hard to see. You do have a Navia. You do have a Navia, so that's why you have so many. That's because they need the update, not you. Well, either way, it's fine. Don't worry about it. I think your Siegewin wasn't too bad in the state that it was in. Is it the perfect one that you used to know? Or that you're using currently? No, I guess not, but I don't think it was bad. I'm just gonna say that even though not a lot of characters use this set, I think that it has its purpose. It is a little bit of an underrated set, I suppose. is one way to put it. Like, I have this set on my Kokomi, actually. Because I just spent a whole lot of time in my, in the domain looking for, you know, sets for, or stuff for my Ningguang. Thousands of resin for my Ningguang in this domain. And, you know, I just happened to get a whole lot of these as well. So I just threw this on my Kokomi. It's a bit of a weird choice, I suppose, but no, I don't think this is bad at all. Okay, the person who owns this account would love Honkai Impact 3rd. All the playable characters are girls. Don't get them on Honkai Impact 3. Anyways, thank you so much for showing me your characters. It's a shame that the new builds didn't show up quite right, but that is fine. If you want to try to update it, I would take another quick look at it. Just a short peek though. Okay, let's do the paste, and this one is Tech Religia. Tech Religia. I don't like saying people's names, I'm sorry. Okay, who did they want me to look at? Siegewin. Oh, we looking at another Siegewin. Siegewin right after another Siegewin. It's a Siegewin party. Except they don't have Siegewin. Guys, they don't have Siegewin. There's no Siegewin. That's mine. Just say Tech. Yeah. You don't have Siegewin. Yeah, Siegewin. But there is no Siegewin. Huh? And there's no arrows on the bottom. Don't tell me to go look at the arrows on the bottom, because there's one for the artifacts, but none for the characters. We'll try the one on the artifacts, sure, why not? Yep, nope. Didn't work. You got trolled. She's on my list. Well, okay. 221 days. Let's see if we refresh. Oh, there she is. It just needed to be refreshed. Panic averted. We're good. It's all good. Oh, look. We can tell this is a true Siegewin enjoyer. I guess the other person, they were also a Siegewin enjoyer as well. But a Siegewin enjoyer. 2 Siegewin enjoyers in a row. For context, Siegewin is currently with Emblem, but not fully leveled pieces. Okay. So, on your account, the one previous to this, Siegewin is supposed to have Emblem, but they're not just fully leveled yet. I'm sure Siegewin is beautiful either way. That's a C6 Siegewin, can't see. She's only C4, but C4 is only like a couple steps from C6. C4 is only a few 50-50 losses from C6. C6. C4, just C4. Maybe one day it will be a C6 Siegewin. But it is not a C6 Siegewin today. Oh, yeah, just C4. What does her C4 do? The duration of super saturated syringe is extended by 3 seconds. Okay. Siegewin is so cute. Okay, so we got Hearts of Depths on her. Crit rate 41 over 160, not bad. Energy recharge, a lovely amount of ER right there. I don't know if that would be about right for her, or if you'd want a little bit more, but I guess either way it's fine. Circlet, it's got a lot of defense. This poor Circlet. It could have done so much, but then it rolled into defense. It makes her a DPS, yeah. Just a little bit. She's certainly trying. We can be pretty proud of it. How much damage does this do? 21.2% max HP at crowned. Interesting, interesting. Normal attack and skill are both crowned as well. It's not every day that you see a DPS siege win. But you got really unlucky with these artifacts. These poor artifacts. So much defense. So much defense. You're running around with a substantial amount of defense. 40k HP with Hydro Goblet. Oh my. Oh my. I mean, she has her signature, which definitely helps out with that a lot. Like another 60%, 66% HP. She has 40k, and then also like a substantial amount of these just happen to roll into defense. Like the flower, it's got HP on it, and I'm sure you would have loved to have the HP on it, but it all rolled into defense. It all rolled into, well, okay, not all of it, but some of it rolled into defense. But honestly, this is not a bad siege win. This is turning out to be quite the siege win. We love it. We love this siege win. This is a quality siege win right there. Quality siege win. We love it. Good, good. Good, good siege win. Okay, who's next? Who's next? I'm gonna slowly pick up the pace, not too much, but a little bit. For some reason, I feel like this looks a little bit long for a UID. I'm looking at a number for the UID, and it, for some reason, it seems long. But it worked, okay. It worked. Okay, who do we want? Mavuika. Mavuika and Yao Yao. Mavuika. We do see a lot of Mavuikas. Look. This Mavuika doesn't not crit. 60 with Obsidian. That is 100% crit rate. Over 240% crit damage. This Mavuika actually eats everyone for breakfast. I am sorry. We have found the Mavuika. I think we have found the Mavuika. To everyone who is very sad about us finding the Mavuika, to all the other Mavuika havers, your Mavuikas are still great, but this is the one, I think. What? That's not Pyro Archon, that's Pyro Diva. You're right, that is a bit of a Pyro Diva, isn't it? Look at her go. Look at her go. Like, the only thing that would make this a little bit crazier is if they triple crowned her. Which I know is not something that everyone is interested in, but imagine that. Triple crowning this Mavuika on top of all of this. Like, what is this? Not C6, though. You're right, it is not C6. So maybe there are more the Mavuikas out there, but this is definitely up there when it comes to the Mavuikas. Currently, this is the Mavuika. But no, look at some of these artifacts. 24 and 10, 24 and 6, 17 and 7, 22 and 10. Man, these artifacts are putting a lot of people in the dust. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I have to say it. Perfect C0 the perfect C0 Mavuika. Yeah, top one. Yeah, it is pretty insane. We do love to see the top 1% Mavuikas. I think we've seen a couple other top 1% Mavuikas at the moment. Or other ones that were close. But either way, this is a pretty good character. Oh, my Pyro Goblet. Onset. I know. Onset Pyro Goblet. So they could go with a better circlet. If I'm being honest, though, this circlet's kind of like a little bit of a mass circlet for Mavuika, though. Like, it's not bad, but I feel like it's mostly the HP. If it didn't roll that one into HP and it put it somewhere else, this would have been a beautiful circlet as well. I guess it's still not a bad circlet, but oh my, this is the capital T-E or T-H-E Mavuika that we currently know. And I know I'm not supposed to, but signature weapon of what's her name, Emily on your Yao Yao, which is so cute. We do love it. We do love a good quality Yao Yao. We do love a good quality Yao Yao. Anyways, that is I'm sorry. Have you thought about making Only Glasses series for HSR? I was told that there's actually not a lot of glasses wearing characters in HSR, so have I vaguely considered it? Yes. I don't know if I want to make a challenge account for a game that I'm not super familiar with, though, is the problem. Because I'm not overly familiar with HSR overall. The reason I did feel comfortable making a challenge account for Genshin is because, you know, I have played Genshin for a substantial amount of time before that. So I already had an idea of how it would go. HSR, I have not very... yeah, HSR is also very team-specific. Yeah. It's a little bit... Since it's not reaction-based, it's a little bit harder to get away with slightly wonky team comps. Anyways, who do you want me to look at? Yelan and Mavuika. You do love a good Yelan, and we do love a good Mavuika. Okay, where... Who? Yelan? Hello, Yelan. This is the first Yelan we actually seen today. I'm very surprised because she is a very good character. I figured more people would want me to look at their Yelan. But either way, look at this Yelan. This is quite the late Yelan. Like 70 over 155. Or not 155. Man, if it was 155, that'd be a little... 255. That's pretty insane with a fair bit of ER. I feel like she could want a little bit more ER on Emblem, but I think the crit damage would make up for that. Either way, this is a pretty insane Yelan. I should have told her to look at my Yelan. Do you have a really good Yelan? Okay, well, perhaps in the future. Perhaps. Either way, it's fine. Don't worry about it. I'm sure your Yelan is also lovely. You also have all these lovely Yelans. Many lovely Yelan. Or no lovely. This is the only Yelan that we have seen so far. Either way, it's fine. That's pretty good. Look at all that. A little bit of ER and exactly the same crit rate as crit damage. They are equal to each other. Jojo, about what you said earlier about being in the Nile on Discard. The Nile is extremely dirty and you don't have long left to live. If the alligators or crocodiles do not get you, then the dirty water will. I think she means the Nile. I mean, you said the Nile was a river in Egypt when I said... Okay, context for people who are wondering, because if you're not in the Discord, you might be wondering. I posted a little gif of some bear dancing when we were talking about... I don't remember what we were talking about, but I posted a little bear dancing, and somebody was like, Jojo, you need to stop dancing like that. It's not good for your old back, because everyone calls me a granny. Everyone thinks I'm old. I'm not old. And then I was like, I am very young and youthful. And then they said... Patricia said, Jojo, the Nile is a river in Egypt. And I was like, I am not in the Nile. Because I am not in denial. I am not old. I'm very young and youthful. Very young and youthful. Yes. I only have collected 9 Dendroculus in my whole account history. Old-spirited. Perhaps I am a little old-spirited, but don't worry about it. I just live in a small town, guys. Everyone here is over 60, except for me. I'm not over 60. Neither is my brother. We are twins. Thus, we are not... He's not older than me, and I'm not younger than him. Not by much, at least. Anyways, beautiful Yelan. This is an impressive Yelan. We love the Yelan. Who else was it? Mavuika. This is a good Yelan. Quality, good Yelan. Okay, let's see if we can find the Mavuika then. Up here, Mavuika. 50 over 235. Signature weapon. Not triple crowned, but you know, you can get to the double crowned. Also another onset goblet. Top 4%. This is a pretty good Mavuika. This is a quality Mavuika, guys. You actually wrote, I am in the Nile. Oh, did I? Oopsies. I don't remember anything, guys. Guys, you know, the fact that I don't say I don't remember anything probably, it's probably why people seem to think that I'm old for some reason. I'm not old. Not old. Anyways, back to the Mavuika, because we got our priorities straight. This is a beautiful Mavuika. We love that. We love this Mavuika. This is quality Mavuika right here. The onset goblet. The onset goblet is kind of like the weakest piece here, too. It's kind of like the weakest piece. Like, that's just how the cookie crumbled, I guess, but man, look at these stats, though. Look at this Mavuika. This is a quality Mavuika. I got Mavuika on Capturing Radiance on tall only. That's exciting. I'm not old, I'm just tired. I'm not old, I'm just tired and forgetful. I am young, but tired. I work hard, so I'm tired. What can you say? It happens. Sometimes you just get tired. This is a good quality Mavuika. We like this Mavuika a lot. This is a good Mavuika. Thank you, everyone. Let's, to the next person. 22. Only 2 more to go. Only 2 more to go. Skya. This account belongs to Skya. Copy. Copy the UID. We go back. We go back. Enter. We paste. Skya. Throw off the muck of ages. Throw off the muck of ages. I like that. Okay. Wait, who did... I always forget to check who they want me to look at. Nuvalet and Mavuika. Mavuika has absolutely owned over the last couple. Like, everyone wants me to look at their Mavuikas, which I suppose is understandable because she's the latest and newest, greatest Archon, because, let's be real, everyone wants to show off their latest and greatest Archons. Last time it was a lot of Farinas, so I shouldn't be surprised that we're looking at a lot of Mavuikas. We'll start with Nuvalet, though, just for a change. Okay, Battle Pass Sacrificial Jade. This is actually a really good weapon, though with the, he probably maxes out on crit rate a little too easily with this on. But, triple crowned Nuvalet. Rename the stream to checking your Mavuika. Yeah. I might go into one of your accounts and screenshot your Mavuika builds. and rename the stream to checking your Mavuikas and make one of your Mavuika builds the thumbnails. I will credit the person in the thumbnails. I was the first to sign up, I found out. Yeah, you were. You were. Patricia was second. Not necessarily surprising. Okay, where were we going with this? Right, okay. Triple crowned. Beautiful. This probably caps, or I shouldn't say probably, absolutely capped out on crit rate. This, once this guy starts losing HP, he does not miss a crit. He does not miss a crit. He has 76. This adds another 36. Max stats, or max stacks of the Marichose's Hunter. He's at like 104% or something. 104% crit rate. On top of having 131% crit damage. This is an absolutely insane Nouvelette. We love this Nouvelette. Lots of defense on the circlet, but he's also got lots of HP and a little bit of crit rate, so we go with that. We go with that. We got a little bit of HP, a lot of crit damage, a lot of crit rate, and some attack. Not quite as good, but that's okay. 102, 112. Oh, I got the math way too wrong. I got the math way too wrong, I guess. I thought it was, yeah, it's 3 stacks and then 36, yeah. Does that actually come to... I won't worry about it too much. I'm too sleepy to do math, guys. Look at this sans. That's a good sans. That's a good sans. 28 over 10, or 10 and 28, and then a little bit of attack and defense, but you didn't get any rolls into that. You didn't get any rolls into that, so that's really good. But we got a lot of defense over here, but that's okay. That's okay. A little bit of defense isn't gonna hurt your Nouvelette. And then a little bit of, that's a good Nouvelette. That is a good Nouvelette. We do like this Nouvelette. Quality Nouvelette. Okay, now we look at the Mavuika. Top 7%. Also signature weapon. 53 over 222. Pyro damage bonus, not on set. Understandable. 2 crowns. Getting to the 3rd crown. I wonder if they're ever gonna triple crown their Mavuika, if this is a work in progress and they're gonna triple crown her. I mean, at this point, you're basically almost all the way there. Might as well. Might as well. Beautiful Mavuika, though. Beautiful. That's a nice pyro goblet. Not perfect, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good. The flower, pretty good. The feather, also pretty good. This guy, sans, reasonably good. Would have been nice if it didn't roll a little bit of defense, but you know what? Can't have everything in the end. And then it's got a little bit of attack and defense, and that's good stuff. That's good stuff. This is a good Mavuika. This is a good Mavuika, guys. Which niche crit do you think are better, Marichose's or Obsidian Codex? Marichose's is easier to use with Farina. Like, Obsidian Codex, you have to be Night Soul. You have to have a Night Soul character. Like, this can't be used on anyone who is not from Natlin. But Marichose's Hunter can be put on any DPS as long as you are willing to run them with Farina. So, I wouldn't say Marichose's Hunter is quite as niche as people try to make it out to be. As long as you're willing to use Farina and have a properly built Farina team, like Marchese's Hunter can be used on pretty much anyone, where Obsidian is... If you're not from Natlan, you're not getting the second piece set. You're not even getting the first piece set. Well, equipping characters is in Nightsoul's Blessing and is on the field. Their damage dealt is increased by 15%. Like, nobody outside of Natlan can use that. Kuki is the only one who can run Marchoses without Farina. Well, yes, she could run it without Farina. Dia could as well, because she does her HP sharing thing. But she would have to be off-field, and she doesn't do a ton off-field. Well, no, Nuvalet and... Well, okay, well... I suppose I should have prefaced that, you know... There are other characters who will drain their own HP. But if you're looking at it, Farine, or if you're looking at it, Hu Tao and Kuki can also use it without necessarily needing to rely on Farina, but they don't drain HP as much. They don't drain it as much. So they won't be able to keep the consistent stacks on it. So without Farina, I still wouldn't say it's worth using on either of those. But no, Obsidian Codex, I suppose it's fine as long as you're from Natlan, but technically you get basically the same thing from Marchoses, just 4 less crit damage. So Hu Tao would probably be stuck on Marchoses. Would suck on yeah, exactly. She doesn't drain her HP quite fast enough. Same with Kuki. She only drains her HP once. And then she'll start healing it over. So she wouldn't be able to keep this... Well, okay, well... while her healing is running on her, I suppose she can. But not a lot of people are going to run Kuki on field for long term. And then let's use my Bloom team for example. I'm just gonna get off this. I can't necessarily show you who or how it goes, but my Bloom team, for example. Where was I going with this? Oh geez. You know, my Bloom or Hyper Bloom has Kuki, and then I also run Kokomi. And then no one is using Marchoses, but I usually have Farina on the team as well. Skirk's in physical. we won't. You know what? I won't go into it because there's a lot to explain. It'd be easier if I was playing the game. Also, I still have one person to do, and I'm sure that person, whether they're watching right now or not, is eagerly waiting. So, Alahatharam, I think. I'm not 100% sure how to pronounce that, but it's fine. Ali Arthurim. Adult women enjoyer. Okay, who do you want me to look at? Mavuika? Mualani and Skirk. Yay! That's actually the first Skirk too. I feel like okay, I feel like I probably peaked the mic a little bit. I'm sorry. Okay, Skirk and Mualani. Okay. Here we go. This is the Skirk. That's a pretty good looking Skirk. She's got 48 over 230. Does this set give you more crit attack crit rate? Crowd damage bonus. When a crit character has 0 elemental energy, normal attack damage is increased by 60. Elemental burst damage is increased by 60. After the equipped character deals normal attack damage, the aforementioned burst effect will stop. Okay. So I feel like the Skirk might want a little bit more crit rate, but unless her weapon gives her crit rate. No, her weapon doesn't seem to give crit rate either. I feel like she wants a little bit more crit rate. But either way, this is not a bad skirk at all. Not bad at all. I think my only real note is a little more crit rate. Ooh, people chose my Velvika. Heaven. I'm innocent. All right, people chose my Mavuika. I haven't. I'm innocent. We love all women here. We do. We love everyone here. Everyone is allowed to be loved and enjoy here, I guess. That sounds weird. 10 crit damage with 10 crit rate. Not bad. This has a fair bit of crit damage with it. Honestly, I wish I had something like this for my what's it called? Oh geez. I wish I had something like this. This circlet right here, or not the circlet. This goblet for my Ayaka. My Ayaka has crit rate on her circlet. She does not, or not circlet, her goblet. She does not need more crit rate. This is not bad. These are not bad. I think this is a good skirk. I think this is a pretty good skirk. I can see her yeeting child into the abyss for funsies. Her weapon gives 22% crit rate when max. Oh wait, I missed it. Within 12 seconds, elemental skill is used. Attack is increased by 24%. During this time, when the equipped character has 0 energy, attack will be further increased by 24, and crit damage will be increased by 40. I don't see where it says it gives crit rate. What's that sound? Oh, I heard sound. I don't know what that sound was. Anyways, I don't see where it says it gives crit rate. Am I missing something here? Because attack, it says attack. Attack will be increased, and then crit damage will be increased. I don't see where it says crit rate. Or doesn't need to be like, oh, wait. Its main stat is crit rate. Or its substat. I just assumed it was crit damage. So when this weapon is fully leveled, I didn't realize it was only level 60. That should help the crit rate issue a little bit. Never mind, no notes. I have no notes on this skirk. This is a quality skirk. Okay, who else did they want? Mualani. C1 Mualani. They got me Mualani C1. That's a good. Woo! Full Obsidian Codex. The weapon is not maxed. This weapon is also not maxed. They have some really good pieces here. They could go for an offset on any of these if they wanted to. Like they could. They very well could. A part of me thinks that maybe see if they could get a different flower or feather. But either way, this is a really good Mualani. This is a really good Mualani, guys. Quality Mualani. Skirk can get 80 crit rate right with cryo resin. Oh yeah, true. If she was running on a cryo team as well. Why do they stop their weapons at level 60? Are all their... Okay, let's check out another. Oh, this is level 60 as well. Okay. Sorry, we're getting nosy. Kamisato Ayaka. Level 60? This seems to be a bit of a pattern. 60. Okay. Oh, they got Alloy. 60. Okay, well, we have established a pattern that they stop their weapons at level 60. That is interesting. Okay, but Top 2% Zhongli. Surely that has a fully leveled weapon, right? No. Okay. Top 3% Ganyu. Where's the Ganyu at? Ganyu. No. Okay, this is quite this is quite the pattern. Always at level 60. There is probably like a reason. Like it's just too much effort. Which honestly, you know what? Fair. Or maybe they just... It's superstitious that way. Vortex Zhongli, yeah. Vortex Vanquisher Zhongli. Yeah, we got a little nosy on this person's account. I'm sorry we got a little nosy on your account. I didn't mean to. Okay, well, maybe I did mean to. Maybe I did mean to get a little nosy on their account. Anyways, so I think that's probably about enough for today. That was a fun stream. That was a long stream. It has been 3 hours. That was too long. Anyways, I hope everyone who came and watched even for a little while that they enjoyed it. I hope that everyone who stuck around this whole time, who put up with all my yapping, enjoyed it. And I will be seeing you guys next time. And new video should be soon. It's 2 a.m. Yeah. It's 9 p.m. here. Not quite 4 a.m., but 2 a.m., but it might be 3 a.m. Patricia smirks in 3 a.m. Smirks in 3 a.m. Okay, bye everyone. Thank you so much. I will let you all get to sleep. Bye-bye. Bye. Stops. Or where's my ending?